Good morning in the morning, beautiful souls. Today is day 16 of our manifestation challenge. We do live every day. And this week we dive into the Hi.LoFe technique. Higher love and lower fear. We will talk about emotions, their purpose, what we can learn from them, why they are there in the first place, how we can alchemize them, use them to create the life we dream of, to manifest what we deserve. So a little repetition. Yesterday we talked about the 3 forces that are holding us back to evolve and grow and go where we want to. Yes, hi, good morning. And holding us back to achieve our goals and live our dreams. So the 3 forces, maybe you remember. If some of you remember, let me know. What was the first, second, and third force? So the 3 forces are desire, fear, and ignorance. Exactly. So today we dive into emotions a little bit deeper. We want to create emotional awareness. Unfortunately, I still don't have my stick to hold this. Hello, good morning, Nahreen. So good to see you. So yes, let's dive in. I think we are ready. The core team is in the house. So today we dive deeper into emotional awareness. We are talking about the code and how thoughts are linked to emotions. And we have to know, good morning, beauty. We have to know that we are not our thoughts, okay? So, good morning, Tommy, good to see you. We have a nice gentleman also with us. Great to see you. So today we dive into emotions. And again, this first sacred key we always want to activate is the readiness. So maybe we will make just a very short breath work. Close your eyes and inhale. Take a moment to connect. You are here. Thank you for being here right now. Breathe in and be aware of yourself. What do you see when you close your eyes? Observe your breath. And when you exhale, relax. Just take this moment connect with yourself and ask yourself, who is this that is observing my breath? Who is observing my thoughts? Who is creating my thoughts? Who is listening to this beautiful voice? Who is always here with me, going through life? There is something within you that is always there since you are born. From the very beginning, when you were a kid, when you were a teenager, there is always you. 5 years ago, you had different thoughts. Maybe you had a different personality. But who is this that is guiding you through life? Connect with it. Breathe in and breathe out. Again, bring some life into your body. Breathe in very deep. And when you exhale, let go. Relax. One more time. And let go. What is left? Feel it. And when you're ready, you can open your wonderful eyes and come back. Great. Great, great, great. Thank you for your presence, beautiful souls. And thank yourself for taking this few moments to connect with yourself and say hi and feel the gratitude and the love and the peace within you. Okay, so let's start. I said we will dive into emotions. So the Hi.LoFe Code is pretty simple but not easy. The Hi.LoFe Code is about the connection between thoughts and emotions. And we've learned already that every thought carries an emotion. And you can see it, maybe this picture will help you. On your desktop, you have folders. And in these folders, you have documents, right? So, and you have your categories. The folder is the category. Let's say this is the private, this is the business, this is the family one, whatever kind of folders you have. And there you then put the documents, the pictures, the data, whatever it is that is linked to that category. So let's say you want to clean your desktop, right? Your computer. So instead of going into every category, you can also go into the category and then filter it. It takes much more time and energy to really dive into each folder, and say, okay, this document is not working anymore, or it's gone, or we have to delete it, or we have to change it, whatever it is that you want to get rid of. Let's say you want to let go of some things that are within the folder. Good morning, Maria. I see you. Welcome. So let's say you want to let go of some of these documents that are in the folder. So if you go in each folder, let's say we can also use them as pictures. So this is, let's say you've been in Bali. This is, let's say you've been in Greece. This is family pictures. This is your portrait. You had a shooting. Whatever you have on your desktop, whatever kind of memories you have, you categorize them and put them into folders. So now let's say there is something you want to let go of. Okay, so you can then go into this folder and then really go like picture by picture by picture. And we all know how it feels when we go into this folder and then we see all the pictures, everything pops up, right? And it will take years to really say, oh, do I really want to let go of this? Because the memory pops up. And then we are there. We are already in the memory and we are then in the past. So if you really want to let go of something, the easy way, the light way, it would be easier to just delete the folder instead of, going back into every single memory. Okay, let's say you want to let go of this folder. This is, of course, I mean, if you don't want to let go of it, then you don't need to do this, right? You can collect everything, but then your desktop will be a mess, okay? And you don't have maybe some space to collect some new memories. Or the other thing, what happens is you have so many memories, you have so many folders of documents on your computer that your space is like exploding, okay? And then you cannot really work. You see that the computer is not really working on a flow. It's not flowing anymore. And this is the same with our brain, okay? We can just use this as a picture. And so every emotion we have in the field, there are a couple of them, we have memories that we link to them. So see your emotions as the category. Your emotions are the folders, and the memories you have, the situation you have experienced, are these documents, these memories, okay? It is then an experience when we also feel something. So this is the code. We have to understand the link between thoughts and emotions. So when we talk about emotions and how to master them, we need to know this. So our thoughts are not random, okay? They are sometimes not even ours, but they are rooted in memories. And it's the emotion that is felt at that moment, okay? And it's the emotion that gives the tone and gives it's a good memory or it's a bad memory, let's say, okay? So what we have to understand is we have to create emotional awareness. I told you yesterday that there is no emotion that is bad. Even fear is always here to tell us something. We can learn from them. And it's so important that we do not manipulate our emotions, especially the ones that doesn't feel good. So the fear, the grief, the anger. And here is very important. I don't say just, if you're angry, do not shout at anybody. This is not the right way. We all know this. But it's about being aware of, oh, I am angry. So what is this anger? And it's always you who choose to say, I am angry. And we always think, oh, this person makes me angry. And this because he left me, I am sad, I'm crying. But it's always you. So you have to understand that you are not your thoughts. I know it is not so, it's easier said than experience this, but because they are so linked to each other, thoughts and emotions, we think they are the same. Plus, because we do this, and if we do not have an awareness that we are also the spirit, we are identified with them. And I want you to understand that you are not your thoughts, nor are you your emotions. They are in your field, and you as a human being, this is the experience that we do as human beings, we can think and we can feel. Okay, so this is just to give you the base and the foundation of. So I will give you a little practice. Let me dive into my notes. It's a beautiful practice. It's a flip game. This is how we do this. So what you can do is you can just sit down with yourself, okay? Just take a moment, sit down. There are some hacks you can use. We give you access to this in our community. For the ones who are not in our community so far, you can go into the bio. There is a link, and then you can join the community. But you can also go on Spotify. It's a music that you choose for yourself that is creating emotions. So it's a sound that is opening your heart. Okay, so you can use with the sound, or you can do this without a sound. It doesn't matter. Just sit down, take yourself 5 to 10 minutes, sit down, and just try to. The first thought that comes up, okay, or the thought that is coming again and again, that you think, oh, this is present right now, Let's say you have a situation, you want to move your location. I had this yesterday. And I have to give back the old location, right? So I know that, let's say the landlord is not super friendly and sometimes there are some complications. So then I have this, the whole day I had this in my mind, like how it's gonna be. Is everything, will it be fair, or do I have to discuss, or, what kind of thoughts I have, all these stories that we tell ourselves. Yesterday I came to the point to say I stopped telling myself that it will be a bad situation. Hello, ladies. So what I want you to do is just sit down and see what is the most present thought that you have right now, just about, this is just in this moment. What is the thought that you having again and again? And then try to grasp the feeling behind it. How do you feel when you think about the situation? This thought carries an emotion. What is the emotion behind it? And then just really feel it and train yourself to not manipulate it. Because what we do when we feel something, we try to explain it to ourselves. Our mind is in the way and say, okay, you feel it because. And many times these thoughts are, as I said, they are rooted in memories, and memories are in the past. And our mind is constantly doing this. It's not in the present. Our mind is an analytical tool. So it's comparing the past and the future. It's projecting. So whatever the thought you have right now, which is very present, we have many thoughts. Just pick the one and stay there. Sit with it. This one thought, and then try to figure out what is it. Feel it. Just open your heart. You can breathe and then feel it. What is this emotion? And when you are there, this is a big step. So when you are there, what is the emotion? And then feel the emotion. Do not suppress it. Do not explain it in your head. Feelings are here to be felt, okay? So try to park your mind. After you have this thought, catch it, and everything else, leave it, okay? Let it out of your space, just park it, and focus on this emotion, not with your mind, but with your heart, and feel it. So when you're there and you feel it, you can now understand that you have an emotion, okay? You want to let go, an emotion that you do not feel comfortable with. But then you please use the 4 steps that I gave you yesterday. So the acceptance is the first step, the acknowledgement. Oh, this is grief. I am sad. There is something. Or, oh, this is fear. I am afraid. And then just let it be, okay? Be curious. Okay, what does this emotion tries to tell me? I am afraid of. Let's take my situation of yesterday. So I felt a little fear, anxiety. I was like, oh, okay, what is it? Why am I afraid to meet this old landlord, let's say? And then I was like, yeah, because he already said, I have to pay more. And then I was like, okay, what if I have to pay more? Am I afraid of money? Am I afraid to pay? What is going to happen then to me? Like really let it be. First we have to understand, what is this emotion? What is it? Is it fear? Is it grief? Is it anger? Is it pride? Is it desire, like craving and attachment? What is it? And from there, you just, see and be curious. What does this emotion tries to tell me? And then listen to it. And from there, you can then appreciate it and say, thank you. Now I know myself better. This is in my field. And you don't have to identify with it, okay? This is very important. Understand this. You are not your thoughts. You are not your emotions. You are mastering them. These are tools. They help us to navigate through life and having this experience as a human being. So after the acknowledgement and the curiosity, you can then appreciate the emotion and say thank you, okay? And then the magic happens. I tell you. But this is something you have to experience. I can tell you so many things about it and I can try to explain it. But this is really something you have to experience yourself. You will embody it, and you will see what I mean when I say we alchemize our emotion, we transform them, and then they will serve you. Okay, they will not master you, but you will master them, because they will serve you. This is your practice for today. It's simple but not easy, right? So do this and journal it. So important. Journal it for yourself. For the very first times when you do this, it will help you, because you can then even observe better. And the better we observe, you can only observe what is outside of you, right? So if I say observe it, that means you're creating a distance between yourself and the emotion or the thought. And this is very good. And this is what meditation is all about. Everybody thinks meditation is not to think. This is not true. It's more about observing, okay? And you can start to observe your breath. This is what we do in the mornings. Observe your breath, so that you know what it means to observe something that is you as a human, and that as a human being, and that there is also something else, you as a spirit, yourself, your higher self, your divine, whatever you want to call it, okay? This power that we do not see, but we know it is existence. So if you have any questions, let me know. We still have 2 or 3 minutes, and then that's it for today. And we will upload this live also, and write it in the caption what your task is. I will repeat it very shortly. Sit down, take 5 to 10 minutes, and see what is the most present thought right now in your mind. And just sit with this one thought, okay? Because one thought creates many other thoughts. Believe me, if you just sit there, you can go from one thought, and then you are making your journey like 2 years back, and then flip again, come back, and then you project to the future. This is what the mind is doing constantly, especially when it's not trained. So one thought, sit with it. And what is the emotion behind it? And then you go through the 4 steps in this emotional mastery, okay? Acknowledgement, curiosity, appreciation, and then the magic happens, okay? And then you write it down. That's it. And then I want to hear from you tomorrow if this worked out for you. And do this today, because this week is really brilliant, and you will learn so many things about the emotions. And I can highly recommend you to do the practice, because knowing is not enough, okay? We are here to close the gap between knowing and experiencing, because this is life. Life is always an experience. Everything else is just a thought and a theory and in our mind. Just because we think of something doesn't mean that it's reality. And again, when we talk about manifestation is following a flow, and manifestation is what we are, because we do not manifest, okay? And if we are not aware of what we think, and if we do not master our thoughts, this repetitive thoughts that comes again and again, this program, we will manifest again and again this thought, and what we feel, and all these emotions that are there, because they are there anyway. And this is why so many people stuck, and they do not change, and they do not evolve. And then they are wondering, why is life so hard? Because they're just this repetitive thought and the emotion that are linked to it. And then they are this cycle, again and again. So master it. And this is a really beautiful practice to do so. Good, my friends. I hope this was clear to you. Thank you, beauty. We are almost done, but as I said, we will upload this live, and then you can dive into it. And if you have any questions, use the comment. You can DM us, whatever it is that you need. We are here to serve you. And remember, you are the light. You can master it. There is something, you have the power already in you, okay? So try to find it and get there. Connect with yourself, okay? And realize the power that you have. The more you do, the best you do. Practice it and embody it. Good, my friends. I wish you a lovely day ahead, and see you tomorrow at the same time. I love you, and all the best for you. Enjoy your day, appreciate, and sit down with yourself. You will be surprised how beautiful it is inside of yourself. Okay, bye-bye. See you tomorrow.